welcome to the Daily Motivational Challenge. I'm your host, Julie Wilkes, and today's motivational message is about staying on track with our goals. I sent an informal survey out to about 1,000 people asking them, what is it that keeps you from staying on track with your goals? Now, I received a wide variety of very creative responses to this question, but by and large there were two most popular questions that I'm going to cover today. The first one I'm going to call push points, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. And the second one is time. We just don't feel we have enough of it in our lives in order to accomplish all the goals that we've laid out for ourselves. So first, let me talk about push points. When I started my company, Push Point Fitness, I defined push points as this. As you're on track to reach your goals, there are things that are going to come into your life at certain points in times that might try to get you off track. And at that point in time, you're going to have to choose if you want to stay on track to reach your goals or if you're going to abandon those goals and move in a different direction. A great example of this would be simply as you're going to the gym, your friends call you and ask you to meet them for dinner. Do you abandon your goals of getting your workout in and go meet your friends for a fun night? These are our push points, and we each have them. And if you can identify the ones that have gotten you off track in the past and then come up with an action plan so that as you experience them in the future, you're prepared and will stay on track, I promise you, you'll be much more likely to accomplish your goals. The second area that people identified is time. We just don't have enough of it. And I wish I could find a way to give you more time in your day, but I haven't figured that one out yet. But what I have figured out is that prioritization is key. And Stephen Covey has this theory called the Big Rock Theory. And it is this, that your life can be considered like a jar, and that there are big rocks and pebbles that you can fill this jar with. Now, if you start with the pebbles and pour them in, and then try to add the big rocks, you'll only be able to add a few, simply because most of the jar space will be filled up with the pebbles. However, if you choose to add the big rocks first, and then take the pebbles and pour them over, they'll filter through the nooks and crannies of the rocks, and you'll be able to have a jar full of both. So the idea here is that in your life, if you can choose to fill your life with the most important things, the things that matter to you and are your greatest priorities, all the other things will trickle through as life allows. But I promise you, if you focus on your big rocks, you'll be much more happy and much more on track with your goals. So studies say that when you make yourself accountable, you're much more likely to be consistent and be successful with your goals. So here's your challenge for the day. I want you to identify your push points of the past. What are the things that have kept you from being successful in the past? And then come up with your action plan or the things that you can do to make sure this time you'll stay on track when those hurdles hit. The next thing I want you to do is think about what are your big rocks. What are the most important things that when you have to choose something over something else, what are the 3 or 4 big things that you're going to place focus on in your life? And then finally, once you've got those things identified, go tell someone about it. Whether it's your friends, your family, or email me. I promise I'll keep you accountable. That's why I'm filming out of my kitchen, because one of my goals is to cook more often from home. It's so easy for me to just run around, pick up something on the fly and go. But I really want to try to focus on cooking healthy home meals at home. So I'm letting you all know this so you can keep me accountable. So I'm Julie Wilkes, and here's wishing you an awesome, fabulous, wonderful, simply amazing day. And until tomorrow, make it a great day.